Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening! Sponsored by New Jersey State Athletic Commission. And now, the stuff dreams aren't made of. The best thing that I am my own career counselor when it comes to having the weakest life experiences that no one wants to have. I slept in a bathroom at Wings Theater on Christopher Street in New York City just to be a failing actor sitting in color, and it was the best career choice I've ever made. It all started when I signed up for a class to improve my work, only to realize that I would run out of class sometimes, performing better than I would in the classroom. The purest work of art was when I ran out of classes with my emotions in the uproar just after doing the bathroom. Yelling in the streets, scared of what I had inside that I couldn't unleash, not to mention having walls close in on me in a world where I wasn't finding my fit. Even then, I came straight from a hard night's work to Wings, headed to the men's room to take a 2-hour nap before I would take the elevator to class. I was tired, but I needed to hustle like this in order to realize that this way was the worst thing to go, even though I had no other way to develop a work-act-life balance. The dreams were dying, and I ignored the warning signs I had coming to me. Neglected health, sleep, and self-love was just as bad as a cancer patient rejecting chemotherapy, whether or not they would die anyway. I fainted in bank branches, in front of chain stores, in the middle of the streets, sleeping on ferry boats, employees' lounges while other colleagues were taking their lunch breaks, listening to relaxing audio on my iPod on repeat for 3 hours after shooting short films on Sunday nights, revived me barely enough to work well, but never turned me into super acting, but made me pretend to others that everything was going to be all right. And you'll see in a different green light. I believed in myself internally, and then I didn't while doing so. Hard to understand. I wasn't working hard for nothing, and too willing to do so, and acted that every singer poured onto me would grant me a bulletproof soul while I died slower inside. It was only then that I was so angry and disappointed, I began to spiral out. With each tantrum, yelling match, crying for help to the wrong people, lateness for class, along with being misunderstood and searching for the real me, it was the intervention from one of my coaches as I realized that I was not only lost, but it was a matter of time that I would have died if I kept up a losing battle and lost my life, along with a chance to become broken. My constant unprofessionalism, undiagnosed, and lonely self was told that I needed to grow up and get my act together, and all I wanted and needed was professional help. He told me that finding success was not a movie skill, but doing well with what you had. I had ability, but I was too overworked, packing out juice and too angry to express joy that I couldn't. It was time for me to leave for a serious overhaul. I was also deathly afraid of what would have been if I had remained an actor and maybe scored a few gigs. Sometimes I still feared what would have happened, wondering whether or not I'd be alive, dead, homeless, or in a psych ward. I wonder what people like me back then are like now in New York and LA. Whoever knew that I'd be an autistic man trying to play the biggest role of his life, and that is a struggling girl's prison of pleasure. Having me inside of you is like being in your prison, having one conjugal after another. The intimacy we give each other is a gift for our lives and for others. Giving love is a strength we are grieved for. It enables us to want more from outside forces, especially those who have nothing to give because they literally have nothing. Or those who just don't want to. Escaping pain is easy, just thinking of you. It's the pain that keeps up on me. I can't love you. I can only afford to be infatuated with you, as thought is free. Follow me at Centula Tom on Instagram, Tom Centula on Facebook, and at TH Centula on YouTube. Long Branch, thanks for having me back again.
Hell yeah! And we'll have you back any motherfucking